Welcome to Y-Sky Garage. In this episode, I'll be going over my new toolbox for my F350, what I keep in there, and the top 10 things I think you should keep in your vehicle at all times. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open it up and show you guys what I got. I literally just loaded this up today. What I did, me and Tatiana had this box. It was about this size, and we had pretty much everything we needed for like a week camping trip already loaded up in there. So whenever we wanted, we'd just go grab that crate and throw it in the truck and go camping. And I figured, why not have that in the truck all the time? So I ended up buying this toolbox and pretty much loading everything up from there. So this is basically anything you need to survive for a week or more. Basically bug out vehicle setup or whatever. I like to be prepared all the time. I try to pretty much keep everything I'm going to need in this toolbox. And then I also do have a bunch of stuff inside the truck. I'm not going to go into that now. I might make another video later. So I'll go ahead and show you what we got loaded up in here. For starters, we just have an extra jacket for me, extra jacket for Tatiana. And then I got a pillow in here for if we need to camp somewhere, and it also helps keep everything from moving around while driving. So I'll go ahead now and show you what it looks like in here. So basically a quick overview. We just got like sleeping bag over here, some work gloves, flashlight, little tool divider that goes on top. We got some water, some food, some freeze-dried dog food that Tatiana got. I figured that'd be nice to have in here. Then on the sides it has these little things that aren't waterproof because it's behind the holes. But I just keep the bungee cords in there, and then also a few bungees on this side. So that way they're easily accessible if I ever need to strap anything down up on here. Starters, number one thing you should have in your car is a flashlight. You never know if you have a flat tire, it's in the middle of the night or something, you're going to want to be able to see while you're changing that out. So no matter what kind of vehicle you drive, always try to keep a flashlight in there. Next thing, I don't know if I put this on the list of top 10, but I always try to keep a pair of work gloves in my truck, since I'm often doing things you really need work gloves for, loading firewood or whatever. This would also probably go on the list of top 10 things. Number 2 would be a good knife. I like this one here, it's a Schrade. And I like the size of it. I don't know if that's in focus, but with this blade you could pretty much cut firewood, do anything you need when camping, and it's a really great camping knife. Get yourself a good knife to keep in your car at all times. Alright, next we got a few gallons of water. I also have a few on the inside. I don't know if I'll keep these in here just since it's a black toolbox, it'll probably get pretty hot, and having this stuff heat up all the time is probably not that good. Paper towels, toilet paper. This is a bonus item going on the list of top 10s. You need this. I got myself a hat with a back thing for shade. It's really nice to have when you're in the sun. Small lantern. I'll just give you a quick overview of this. This is basically just a bunch of dried food. We got some pasta, some rice, some cutlery, popcorn, because Tatiana loves popcorn. And then yeah, just a few. Oh, we have a knife in here also, the propane for the Coleman stove, and the inflator for our air mattress. In here, the wall case, I just have our air mattress. It's a full-size air mattress, which fits perfectly in our tent. Right here I just have another one of those small camp stoves that just screws onto the top of a propane bottle, and then small, what's it called, just a camp heat, and then a cup to cook in if you need to. This thing, just a little frying pan, keep in here in case you need it for heat something small up. I have this setup, which is I think there's 2 or 3 pots in here. I'm not going to go through everything right now, but it's just a bunch of cookware. There's a small cutting board, and basically any utensils you need for camping. Yeah, the ratchet strap in here right now, most of them are inside the truck. I keep it right in the door, so when I need to grab them quick, they're ready to go. Got some extra rope and paracord in case you need to tie up a shelter or anything. I always like to keep a crowbar in the truck. You don't know when you're going to need this, and it's very nice to have. So we got the Coleman camp stove right there. I also have a couple lighters closed up inside there, just for if you need them. I'll go through this little top compartment here. Basically, I keep my tools up here. Got a saw. This thing's really nice for cutting wood. You cut through pretty big logs with this thing. Some extra batteries in here. Couple little folding pocket knives. Some lighters, hammer, and then a few pairs of channel locks, a wedge, and a coat hanger. Basically, if you lock your keys in your car or something, this plastic wedge and a coat hanger, you get back in there. Also got a 10,000 pound tow strap, which would be fine for pulling out a smaller car, but if you wanted to pull this truck out, you'd probably need something a little more heavy duty. I keep my OBD2 scan tool in here just so I could check codes if engine light comes on or anything. There's just some extra hardware in here. Then I got some road flares down there and a fire extinguisher. Yeah, and then in here I got some duct tape, orange vest just in case you need to be seen changing out a tire or something. Some wet wipes, which I pretty much always keep in all my cars, just since doing work a lot, my hands get all oily and dirty. It's nice to have them clean up before you go back inside the car. Right here I got the compressor and a thing of tire sealant. I'd also recommend like Fix-A-Flat or something. The cans of those work really well. I don't have any in here at the time, but I'll probably get another one. I ended up using it for my mower a little while back. Here's just another one of those camp things. There's some food actually inside here, and then just a nice thing to cook in. And number 4 on the list of things you must have is jumper cables. No matter what kind of car you drive, anything, keep a pair of jumper cables in there. You never know when you're going to need them. They're nice to have if you ever come across someone with a dead battery. You can go ahead and jump them. Or if you have a dead battery and no one has cables, you got them on you. Then we have our tent in here and sleeping bag right here, and that's a 2-person sleeping bag. It's pretty warm. It's full size basically, so it fits on our air mattress like perfectly. And I also keep a roll of garbage bags right here. Those are really convenient to have. And I've gone ahead and picked out the top 10 things I think everyone should have in their vehicle at all times. I'll start with this, just an emergency supply of food, as well as water, number 2. And then as well as a first aid kit. I think everyone should have one of these in their vehicle. I keep one in my backpack, which I usually carry with me at all times. I keep this one in the vehicle, and then next we have a flashlight. You should always have a good flashlight in your vehicle. Next is just a decent knife. I like to keep this one in my truck because we take it camping a lot, and this is a really good camping knife. Then after that, an air compressor and a tire sealant. Next is a pair of jumper cables. Every time I get a car, I throw a pair of jumper cables in the back, make sure I always have them on me. Then road flares. Next is a tow strap. This thing's only a 10,000 pound strap, so I don't think it would be very good for pulling this truck out of somewhere, but if someone was stuck in their car or something, I could definitely use that to pull them out. And worst comes to worst, I could double that up or something and pull the truck out. Then finally a fire extinguisher, or just this little can of like fire stop that I got. You get these on Amazon also. They work pretty well. I've used them to put out just like campfires before. And if you ever have like car fire or something, that's nice to have an extinguisher on you. So yeah, that's what I think are the 10 most important things to keep in your vehicle at all times. If there's anything you guys think is more important, or anything you keep in your car, put in the comments below and let me know what you guys keep in your vehicles. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.